So, you know, he broke every barrier. He didn't break that barrier due to concerns about safety and safety of his family, which was unfortunate.
Do you wish he could have run for president? Do you feel like the nation would have benefited from a Powell presidency?
He was extremely steady, extremely balanced, extremely patient, able to bring people together from right and left, liberals and conservatives. He really had that ability. He was one of those who, like some other great Americans, Senators Nunn and Lugar, both of whom I worked with, to really work across party lines. And so I think he would have been a wonderful force as president. And again, I'm sorry the environment was such in our country that he didn't feel comfortable running.
All right. Gloria Duffy, thank you so much. Don't go away. Let's take a break on the air, but continue the conversation on Facebook Live.
In commercial break.
Gloria, perhaps you can tell people what the Powell Doctrine is. You know, a lot have been said about that. There's been a lot of doctrines in U.S. history, Monroe Doctrine and Truman Doctrine. But what was Powell's doctrine?
It was a limitation of use of U.S. military force until we could answer certain questions about whether it was whether we had the ability to succeed in the situation that we were getting into with military force.
I mean, do we still follow that, you think, to some extent, or do you think some, you know, recent world events indicate perhaps we're not so much?
Well, I think there are certain situations, like in Afghanistan, which did not, you know, make the test of the Powell Doctrine, and I think perhaps we regret it, and learning, you know, that we didn't have the ability to have the force we needed to make the difference we wanted to in Afghanistan was a reason that we pulled out. So perhaps we would have been wiser to follow that doctrine.
What do you think, well, what do you hope Americans will remember about General Colin Powell?
Well, he was a great American. He was bipartisan. He was, again, wise and balanced. In my view, we are forgetting today that there are over 13,000 nuclear weapons still in the world. We don't have any arms control processes going on right now. And he was a military man who really advocated for the control and reduction of nuclear weapons. So that's something that I remember and I think is important. I think it's important to remember this today, that there's this other threat in the world that we're really not paying much attention to.
All right, perhaps it's his sad passing will reawaken these conversations. Gloria, thank you so much. Thank you for the time.
Of course.
Thanks for joining us. Today we talk with former presidential candidate Andrew Yang, who will be in San Francisco on Thursday to promote his new book, a talk about his new political party, the Forward Party. 7 on Your Side's Michael Finney told us about a new scam as we look back at the life of Colin Powell as well. So we'll see you back here at 4. Bye-bye.